Hello everyone, back again with movie and tune recap. Today, I'm going to explain an American romantic monster film from 2019, titled After Midnight. Spoilers ahead, so watch out and take care. The film begins with Hank and his girlfriend Abby, enjoying a 10-year relationship filled with love, that includes the couple moving into a secluded home in rural Florida. One morning, Hank wakes up to find Abby gone, leaving a note behind that reads, "I had to go away for a while, I'm sorry, I love you." After Abby's sudden and unexplained disappearance, Hank sinks into sadness, spending his days reminiscing about their time together, and his voicemails to Abby remain unanswered, leaving him feeling increasingly isolated. At night, things take a strange and terrifying turn when an unknown creature starts clawing at Hank's front door, trying to get inside. Hank uses a shotgun to fend off the creature, even blowing a hole in his door in the process. One day, Hank's life becomes even more complicated when Abby's brother Shane, who is a police officer, visits him. Shane explains that a neighbor filed a complaint about Hank shooting at their car, and Hank defends his actions, saying the man tried to hit him when he went to check his mail. Shane brushes off this explanation and shares his real reason for visiting, concern for Hank's mental state. Regarding the clawing at Hank's door, Shane suggests it might just be a wild animal before leaving. Later, Hank drives into town to meet his friend Wade at a bar, and Hank tries to explain his encounters with the mysterious creature, but Wade doesn't take him seriously and dismisses the conversation. That night, Hank is jolted awake by the familiar sounds of the creature clawing at his house. Determined to catch it, he uses his camera to take photos before grabbing his shotgun and escaping through the back door. However, before Hank can confront the creature, it runs into the darkness. When Hank reviews the pictures, they are too blurry to clearly reveal the creature, leaving him frustrated. The next day, Hank starts redecorating the house to distract himself. He takes down a painted picture from the wall and replaces it with a deer head. That night, while trying to sleep, he catches a glimpse of the creature's hand for a moment. The following day, Hank invites Wade over to show him blood he claims is from the creature he shot the night before. However, Wade dismisses the idea and insists it must be a wild animal and reminds Hank that he's in the animal's territory. Still unconvinced, Hank convinces Wade to join him in searching the woods for the creature. After hours of searching and finding nothing, Hank grows frustrated and abandons the search, and the two friends head to the bar instead. That night, Hank sets a bear trap on his porch in hope of catching the creature. However, the trap does manage to snag the beast, but it frees itself and runs again. The next day, Hank visits Shane and asks if anyone else in the area has reported similar strange encounters. However, Shane remains skeptical and brushes off Hank's concerns, still believing it's likely just an ordinary animal. Still hurt by Abby's unexplained departure, Hank channels his anger by shooting at wine bottles outside his home. However, he hesitates and decides to spare one bottle, and Hank has a flashback to happier times, recalling Abby's birthday celebration with her friends before she left him. Seeking a distraction, he goes to the bar he co-manages with Abby, and he drinks with a friend, but she leaves when her date arrives. When Hank returns home, he finds that the creature has broken in. Grabbing his gun, he arms himself and begins searching the house. As he listens for sounds, he hears the creature's footsteps, and it flees outside before he can catch it, and determined, Hank chases the creature into the darkness. In the flash of his gunfire, he briefly sees a monstrous beast devouring Abby's pet cat, a gift he had given her for her birthday. Stunned by what he saw, Hank retreats back home, cleans up the mess left by the creature, and goes to bed. After being gone for 4 weeks, Abby finally returns home. She finds the front door in disarray and blocked, so she enters through the back door. Once inside, she do some cleaning and finally remove the note she had left for Hank. After noticing Abby's presence, Hank joins her to bury the dead cat in the backyard, and Hank tells her about the creature that has been coming to their home every night. Abby listens but finds it hard to believe his story, and in preparation for her upcoming birthday party, which will include friends coming over, Abby insists that Hank repair the damaged front door. That night, the two sit together on the front porch as Hank keeps watch for the creature. However, Hank speculates that it might not return now that Abby is home. During their conversation, Hank finally asks Abby where she had been for the past month. Abby admits that she had become unhappy with her life, managing a bar in a small town, unmarried and without children. She explains that she left to explore new experiences in nearby Miami, which gave her clarity about wanting more from life. The conversation becomes reflective as they discuss their individual personalities and how their relationship had gradually become stagnant. Abby eventually tells Hank she doesn't believe the monster is coming and goes inside, and after a while, Hank follows her. Later that night, Hank and Abby host a karaoke birthday party at their home with their friends Shane, Wade, his wife Jess, and Pam. Over glasses of wine and music, the evening starts off joyous, with everyone enjoying themselves and laughing. However, the mood shifts when Shane awkwardly brings up Hank's claims about the supposed monster, and recounts Hank's strange behavior over the past few months, making things tense. In response, Hank uses the opportunity to reaffirm his commitment to Abby. He promised to support her dreams and go wherever she wishes so they can build a happier life together. To lighten the mood, Hank grabs a microphone and sings a song dedicated to Abby, who lovingly smiles back at him. Just as the moment begins to mend the evening, the monster bursts into the house and attacks without warning. Chaos ensues as everyone scrambles for safety, and driven by courage, Hank fights the creature, eventually breaking the antlers off a mounted deer head and using them as weapons to kill it in a brutal showdown. As the chaos settles, the stunned guests finally realize that Hank had been telling the truth all along. He wasn't crazy. Amid the shock, Abby picks up a wine bottle that had fallen during the commotion, and inside, she discovers an engagement ring Hank had hidden there. Covered in blood, Hank proposes to Abby in front of everyone, which she accepts, and the movie concludes. Okay guys, that's all the recap about After Midnight from 2019. Thanks for watching, see you again in the next video.